Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Wednesday, January 11th, 2017. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. The Honourable Mark Brantley today discussed various developmental issues impacting the Federation and its bilateral relations with the United Kingdom with the British Foreign Office Minister for the Overseas Territories and the Caribbean, Baroness Joyce Annelly. Baroness Annelly is visiting the region to further strengthen the UK's links with the Caribbean. Minister Brantley, who received the Baroness in the dual capacity of acting Premier of Nevis and St. Kitts and Nevis's Minister of Foreign Affairs, described today's meeting as historic, as it was the first time that a British Foreign Office Minister visited Nevis to facilitate discussions.
I was very, very pleased to be able to confirm the strong bonds of friendship and a long history shared between the United Kingdom and St. Kitts and Nevis. And as we look at various developmental issues, climate change, the issues of correspondent banking, the issues of graduation, and our inability now to access overseas developmental assistance and foreign aid, all of these were very important issues. We discussed our diaspora and how they've contributed to the life and times of the United Kingdom and how they continue to do so, and ways and means that we can continue to foster a good relationship, including the provision of more scholarships, more training opportunities for our young people in the United Kingdom. I thought the meeting went well, and I wish Baroness all the best as she continues her tour of the Caribbean.
Minister Brantley also used the opportunity to highlight Nevis's contribution to the United Kingdom.
Of course, Lord Nelson was married to a Norwegian woman, but more recently, we have people like Arthur France, MBE, who has started and credited with the Leeds Carnival. Celebrates 50 years this year, and certainly a contingent from Nevis will be going to Leeds, some 40 plus people to perform and to be a part of the Leeds Carnival this year as they mark the 50th anniversary.
Minister Brantley says he was pleased to have these good discussions with Baroness Annelly, noting that the Federation's relationship with the United Kingdom remains strong. The Board of Directors of the Alexander Hamilton Awareness Society has voted in favor of making Nevis and the Nevisians the primary focus of a series of activities between January 7th to 11th to mark the 260th birthday of the famous Nevisian. On Monday, January 9th, the Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Vance Amory, delivered the keynote address before the Mayor and members of the City Council of Jersey City established by Hamilton. Today, January 11th, Hamilton's birth date, the Honourable Premier led a delegation of dignitaries in a flag-raising ceremony at Bowling Green Park in the heart of the Wall Street Financial District. The St. Kitts and Nevis flag was unfurled by representatives of the U.S. Coast Guard, which was established by Hamilton when the brave and daring Nevisian was a mere 35 years old. The main event was the wreath-laying ceremony at the graveside of Hamilton, located in the courtyard of the historic Trinity Church. At this event, the Premier also delivered remarks in memory of his fellow Nevisian. Hamilton rose from humble beginnings in Nevis to become America's first Secretary of the U.S. Treasury. The image of the Nevisian proudly adorns the U.S. $10 bill. Plans are underway for Hamilton's place of birth to serve as a flagship historic site in the pursuit of inscription of the city of Charlestown as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Ministry of Agriculture intends to respond to complaints from pig farmers on the island of an oversupply of pork and related marketing issues. That is according to Permanent Secretary Eric Evelyn.
I want the pig farmers to know that the Department and the Ministry of Agriculture, we're always working hard and we're always working on your behalf. And so we have been working in terms of trying to get better markets for the pork, and we will continue to do that in 2017. We want the pig farmers to know that the ministry is a caring ministry. The Department of Agriculture is a caring department.
Evelyn assures that the Department of Agriculture will continue to give its assistance to the farmers.
We want to continue to encourage you to do as much as you possibly can in terms of your pig production. We want you to step up in terms of your management, and we are hoping that in the near future, Nevis can be self-sufficient in pork, and not only self-sufficient in pork, but be able to supply the neighboring islands, including St. Kitts, with pork as well. And so we want from the Ministry and the Department of Agriculture to wish our pig farmers the very best in 2017. May you go from strength to strength, and the very best for a prosperous and productive 2017. May your pork production increase, and may you each make $1 million in 2017. So God's blessings from the Ministry and the Department of Agriculture for a wonderful and prosperous and productive 2017.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Eric Evelyn. Still to come.
Every police officer is and will be a community police officer, and as such would be expected to execute in that manner.
We'll give you the details after this break.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When NNC and UNC, NNC.
Welcome back. Proactive policing through community involvement is a theme under which the Strategic Planning Group of the Nevis Division of the Royal St. Christopher and the Nevis Police Force has rolled out its 2-year plan for 2017 to 2018, so notes head of the Nevis Division, Superintendent Trevor Mills.
This plan has outlined a number of strategic objectives with corresponding strategic actions in an effort to rid our society of crime and violence and to create a climate where peace abounds. Therefore, we will seek to garner ideas, views, and much needed support of our partners with town hall and village meetings, together with collaboration with civic organizations.
Commissioner of Police Ian Creeley recently commended the Nevis Division on its 2-year policing plan, saying the theme is aptly adopted.
One of the major initiatives that the force intends to drive through 2017 is a comprehensive community policing approach. Now, that will take a tremendous amount of work on your part. I want us to understand that we're not going to have a department that deals with community policing. Every police officer is and will be a community police officer, and as such would be expected to execute in that manner. We have some strategic initiatives in that area. I can say to you that notwithstanding community policing, again, falls within the ambit of the Operations Directorate as a proactive and preventative approach to crime fighting. We will see significant input from the Deputy Commissioner of Police, who we know last year went to Israel for 3 weeks, a month or so, to be involved in and have a look at their community policing model, and very shortly we should see that be rolled out force-wide.
Commissioner of Police in the Royal St. Christopher and the Nevis Police Force, Ian Creeley. The Ministry of Tourism on Tuesday, January 10th, announced the winners of its first calendar competition for schools. Communications Officer Sheila James has that story in this evening's edition of the Ministry of Tourism's News Extra.
The Ministry of Tourism is delighted to announce its 2 overall winning schools, Montessori Primary School, who won 5 out of 12 calendar month pages, and Cicely Brown Integrated Special Ed School, 7 out of 12 calendar month pages. Each winning school received a signed certificate of achievement and a trophy sponsored by the Development Bank, and 400 calendars each to sell to raise funds to purchase items for their school. Headmistress Denise Rose of Montessori was excited, as were her staff and pupils, at the professional finish of the calendar and the artwork which made the calendar possible. Rose went on to say that they intend to use the proceeds to provide outdoor play apparatus for their pupils. Headmistress of Cicely Brown Integrated Special Ed, Violet Clark, staff and pupils were equally ecstatic to see their pictures presented in the 2017 calendar. Staff assured that the proceeds would be invested into the school's arts department at their school. The Ministry of Tourism would like to congratulate all pupils that participated, special special recognition to the 3 runner-up schools, the International Secondary School, VOJ Primary and Charlestown Primary School. The Ministry of Tourism would like to extend special thank yous to our sponsors, Rams Nevis Limited, Four Seasons Resort Estates, SL Horsefords, Trust Service Nevis Limited, Lefco, St. Christopher and Nevis Social Security Board, TDC and Development Bank.
The Ministry of Tourism launched its first calendar competition for schools as part of the activities for Exposition Nevis in April 2016. James says the purpose was to raise awareness of tourism in Nevis to foster positive integration in schools as well as entrepreneurship opportunities. That's it for this evening's edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Good night.
Wally, the queen of the Caribbean, bathed by its crystal shores, is the Caribbean's best kept secret. Nevis is known for its rich culture, which remains entrenched in the island's everyday life. We boast of having the Caribbean's greatest summer festival, Culturama. The birthplace of Alexander Hamilton, my little 36 square mile island, is the home of the Bath Hotel, which is the first built hotel in the Caribbean. Don't forget to take a dip in the therapeutic Bath Springs. Take a few minutes to trot down to the ever-famous Sunshine's Bar and drink a world-renowned Killer Bee. Live Nevis naturally by exploring the magnificent waterfalls and hiking to the top of our 32 Nevis Peak. Our lush vegetation and landscape deems a visit here the perfect escape. Nevis, Queen of the Caribbean.